Hello, New Wave of British Heavy Metal.com here. Today it is the 19th of May 2024. Quick favour please, and that's if I could ask you to subscribe to the channel, because that'd be marvellous and a big help. So click that button if you wouldn't mind please. Today it's Plan 9 and the Long Lost Songs. Now Plan 9 is a project that was put together by none other than Arjen Lucassen and Robert Soeterboek. I hope I've pronounced that right. I can't speak Dutch. And it goes back to the early 1990s when the two of them got together. Now, Arjen Lucassen, no doubt you've heard of. You know, Arjen, Star One, all his solo stuff and various other projects. But Robert Soeterboek is probably a name that you're not too familiar with. He's a wonderful vocalist, and he's appeared on a number of Lucassen's projects over the years, particularly he's on various Arjen albums and Star One and whatnot. And the pair of them connected around about 1990, when Lucassen was figuring out what to do after the Vengeance farewell tour, and Robert was performing with another Dutch band, Bodine, who Lucassen was a member of prior to joining Vengeance. And you know, the whole Dutch metal scene, they got together, say around about 1990, and formed Plan 9. And Plan 9, it was named after Plan 9 from Outer Space, which is reputedly the worst film ever made. And if you've seen it, you'll agree, it's a shocker. But anyway, we're talking about music, aren't we? And so the pair of them formed Plan 9. Worked up a number of songs which did attract some record company attention, but no deal materialised. The project didn't take off, and so these songs have laid somewhere up for the past 30 odd years and done nothing until the pair of them found them and dusted them off and spruced them up and put out an album. And that's what we've got today. Then that's where the long lost songs come from, because they have been lost for 34 years or so. But you know, the continuing the brief history lesson, you know, back then after Plan 9 didn't go anywhere. Lucassen, of course, went on to spectacular success with his Arjen albums and everything else, but Robert didn't enjoy the same fame. But here we are in 2024, so the songs have been rediscovered, spruced up, and issued in this fine album. And you know, in the liner notes, a little bit of an aside, in the liner notes for the for Area Notes Only album, on which Robert sings a version of Out of the White Hole from Arjen's Universal Migrator album, states in there that you know, this guy sounds more like Coverdale than Coverdale himself. And indeed he does. He you know, he's a remarkable vocalist, is Robert. And if you listen to Plan 9, I'm sure you'd agree. And in putting all this together, the pair of them have roped in a quite spectacular bunch of musicians to round out the band, and that includes another long-time Lucassen collaborator, Joost van den Broek, on keyboards. We've got Ken Herbst on drums, quite spectacular guitar skills, and Marcel Signer, and not forgetting, we've also got Irene Jansen, who puts in some first-class backing vocals. She's great. And style-wise, this Plan 9 Long Lost Songs, it's sort of like classic bluesy-based hard rock, all very enjoyable, and it really is a great showcase for Robert's vocal talents. So what we got musically, Dr. Robert's Medicine Show, The Preacher, and Annie Moore have all got some real bluesy swagger to them. There's a bit of a southern rock element bubbling along as well, making it, you know, an extra fun listen. Get Down to Business, thumping rocker. Then we've got Before the Morning Comes, which is a slower, brooding, bluesy ballad, and which Robert's vocal is truly sublime. More Coverdale than Coverdale indeed, and it features some fine keyboard work and a solo full of feeling as well. I mean, it's a great song, and you know, really classy, well done. High Speed Chase is indeed high speed, Let It Ride, Ice on Fire, Long Cold Night, all add to the enjoyment. You get that sort of like smoky, bluesy, slightly funky. It's just superb. And you know, we've got then a not too serious but quite fun Drunker Than Whiskey. And the closer of Die With Your Shades On is a real romp, and another fine solo from Signor. You know, overall, it's a winner of an album all the way through. So that sort of smoky bluesy style with swirling organ, other keyboard work going on, excellent guitar work, solid bass, would say a bit of a funky edge, rock solid drumming, and that those wonderful vocals make Plan 9 a superb listen. It's great. And Arjen, of course, never fails to over deliver, does he? And that's certainly no exception here with Plan 9. The main album's got 11 songs on it, and then there's a second disc which has 2 bonus tracks, 5 demos, and 14 home demos from way back in the day when they were fleshing the project out. So you know, there's no complaints over music or content. Plan 9, say proper classic and classy bluesy hard rock as it should be. Reminds me somewhat of, say, early Whitesnake when they were still good. You know, before they went all MTV and all that nonsense. So if you think like Love Hunter or Ready and Willing, you're probably not too far off what to expect if you pick up Plan 9. So I hope you do, because it's great. In particular, so Robert Soeterboek's vocals are remarkable. Worth it just for that. So there we are. That's Plan 9 and the Long Lost Songs. I will put a link to it in the description below as always, so you can go and check it out on Amazon and, you know, various formats and whatnot. Please do subscribe to the channel before you go, because that would be great. And as always, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and take care.